as to the wider context to gun crime in the United Kingdom, the security services have been pretty successful in containing gun crime in London and other urban areas, and there are a number of reasons for that. The Met Police operates something called Operation Trident. It was launched in 1998. It is specifically to target gun crime in the UK and in London, and it has had a great deal of success in areas of underground crime, if you like, as opposed to terrorism. Britain does benefit from the fact that it is an island, and so smuggling weapons, smuggling guns and arms over to the UK is harder than it is in mainland Europe. So we've seen a number of terrorist attacks on the mainland Europe that have involved...
You have been listening and watching to breaking news coming out of London, where there are currently 3 separate attacks in that city, the London Bridge, beginning with a van that apparently ran over some 20 people. So far, we are told there is at least 1 fatality. A second incident, Borough Market. We're told there were 3 people inside that van. All 3 actually jumped out onto the bridge and then started stabbing people. So there are reports of stabbing victims as well. Shots fired in addition to those reports. Shots fired by police that were responding to these incidents where the public was in harm's way. Then Vauxhall, the police there, the UK police tweeting that there was an incident they're investigating there. They're not at this point indicating exactly what has gone down at Vauxhall, but now the Prime Minister May has come out and said that they are investigating this as a potential terrorist attack. And that is the very latest coming out of London. And of course, this is a very fluid situation, but there are casualties, at least 1 fatality, multiple people mowed down by a van with 3 people that jumped out and attacked with 12-inch blades. There were people that heard shots fired. Those shots, we believe, at this point came from law enforcement trying to protect the public. We have Kristen Fisher, who is at the White House right now with the very latest. The President of the United States has been briefed, and the British Prime Minister, in fact, is also saying that they are treating, as I just mentioned, these incidents as a potential terror attack. Kristen?
Hey, Julie. Well, President Trump is here at the White House. He's been briefed by his National Security Council, and he's also been very active about what's happening in London on Twitter. He's posted 2 tweets since this incident took place. I'm going to share them with you right now. He said that, quote, whatever the United States can do to help out in London and the UK, we will be there. We are with you. God bless. He also said that, quote, we need to be smart, vigilant, and tough. We need the courts to give us back our rights. We need the travel ban as an extra level of safety. So President Trump using what just happened in London to push for his travel ban, which has been stuck in the courts for weeks, if not months now. And then remember, just 2 days ago, several Trump administration officials actually asked the Supreme Court to save it, to revive it. So that is being considered right now. President Trump really pushing that on Twitter right now and hoping that perhaps this incident will be able to sway some minds. Now, this is, of course, all happening right after President Trump just got back from his first foreign trip in which the focus was really fighting on terror. Remember, he called on all of those Arab nations to come together to fight terrorism. This also comes amid growing tension with all of our European allies after those awkward, frosty encounters at the G7 and NATO summit, and then all of that escalating after President Trump's decision to pull out of the Paris Climate Accord. Now, President Trump does have a better relationship with British Prime Minister Theresa May. They spoke at length at the G7 summit and NATO summit about that most recent terror attack in Manchester, at the concert in Manchester. So they are likely going to be continuing those conversations as this investigation unfolds. President Trump is going to be continued to be briefed this evening. Sean Spicer says that he has been briefed and will continue to be briefed, and the White House will continue to provide updates as this investigation unfolds. Julie.
All right, Kristen Fisher, thank you very much. We're going to go back to Sky coverage. They have live reporters there on the ground and witnesses giving their accounts to this breaking and developing story. Let's listen.
The incident we understand took place on the bridge, but I am